Hey guys, it's Grace. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute. The last time I uploaded was my room tour, and that was a few months ago. I'm so sorry I've been so inactive on here. It's just been really hard for me to balance everything at school, and I think also I'm a film major and I'm in a film production class, and so anything I've been editing has been for that class. It kind of became more of a chore and not a hobby. But next semester I am not going to be producing any films, I don't think, or like creating any films, so I should be more active on here, and I'm really excited about it, so I hope you guys are too. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. A few months ago, before I went to school, I had you guys ask me questions on my Instagram at bluejeansandblush, and then a few weeks ago, I asked you guys again, so I'm gonna take questions from both, and hopefully this will, I don't know, hopefully it'll let you guys get to know me better, get to know College Grace a little better, because I haven't really been on here. So let's get started. The first question is, would you ever want to be a contestant on The Bachelor? Okay, so I've actually thought a lot about this. If you don't know, I am a huge Bachelor fan. Michelle's season is happening or just ended or is about to end, I'm not sure. It's the first season I haven't watched since I started watching the show with Emily Maynard's season. Yes, I was pretty young. I watched it from behind the couch when my parents thought I was asleep. I just really like watching the show. I don't think I would ever go on it just because I don't know, I want to find love in a different way. I wouldn't want that to be like broadcasted on television, but I do believe in the process and I do believe it works. I know a lot of people don't. Oh my gosh, I should skip this question. No, I don't think I would go on The Bachelor. Took me like 10 minutes to say that. What inspired you to start your YouTube? I have always liked filming and editing. My neighbor Megan, growing up, we would make little iMovies together, so I actually kind of owe everything to her because I'm literally a film major now. She taught me how to film and edit the basics when we were younger, and we would make these like funny skits, and then in 5th grade I was way too old. But I would ask for wigs for my birthday, which again, way too old. Mom, Dad, why'd you let me do that? I would make little movies where I played every single character. So I just always loved filming and editing and being on camera. And then I started to really love YouTube in middle school. I loved Alicia Marie, Laura DIY, Sierra Furtado, like all the people. I was obsessed. I spent hours on YouTube and I was like, I can do this. Me and my friends would Snapchat vlog each other. I was vlogging on my phone, and then I had a few people be like, Grace, you should actually start a YouTube channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I know how to film, I know how to edit, and I'm pretty comfortable on camera. So I started my channel. I don't know if I started it in 8th grade, but I really started getting like serious about it freshman year of high school, and then I just stuck with it and it became something I really enjoyed to do. So I hope that answered your question. I'm not sure that it did. If you could travel anywhere, where would you go and what would you do there? I would love to go to Greece. I think it is so beautiful. I spend hours on YouTube watching Greece travel vlogs. I just think it is so beautiful. I'd also love to go to Iceland and go to the Blue Lagoon. What are your favorite qualities in other people? I love it when people have a good sense of humor because I love to laugh, but I also love when people are honest and loyal and just kind and empathetic and really care about you. People who are good listeners. What is your favorite Bible verse? I would say my favorite Bible verse right now is Deuteronomy 14:2. You are set apart and chosen. I am working on finding my identity in Christ, and I just think it's really special that He chose me and I'm set apart and chosen by Him, and I'm here for a reason. So that's my favorite one right now. And you're set apart and chosen too, and I hope you never forget that. I feel like that got really deep. If you were to style an outfit from head to toe, what would be your go-to brand? I don't know if this counts as a brand, it's a store, but I would probably say Aritzia because they have such good jeans and such good tops and such good everything that I feel like, oh wait, but to toe. Oh my gosh, that's a hard question. I don't know, I really don't have that good of style. Like I'm in a Target sweatshirt and leggings right now. And this is not like a super flattering sweatshirt, but it's really comfortable, so go get it. Okay, so these next questions are more about college and the U, so here we go. Favorite thing about college? I would probably say my favorite thing about college is the people that I've met here. There's been some really special humans that I can't believe I lived my life without. Also, unpopular opinion maybe, but I honestly love living in the dorm. I've gotten pretty close to the people who live on my hall. It's like one huge sleepover. It's just super fun to like hang out with people all the time. Sometimes it can be a little bit emotionally, mentally, and physically draining, but it's super fun and it's just special, and like I'm never gonna have an opportunity like this again, probably. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna live in a dorm again. It's really cool that I'm super close with people that I didn't even know existed 3 months ago. So it kind of blows my mind. What is your favorite class so far? My favorite class from this fall semester was probably my film production class. It was exhausting and stressful and made me question being a film major quite a few times, but I think it's really fun, and while it did make me question my major, it also made me really excited about film and reminded me why I want to do film for the rest of my life. So I just thought it was really cool. I learned a lot, and I got to do a documentary, which is super cool, and then I just finished up a fictional film, which is like a thriller, which if you know me, that's not my chosen genre, but I think it turned out really cool. And I've been learning a lot and having fun experimenting with the different film equipment, and yeah. Best dining hall meal? So I'm not really the one to ask because I'm gluten-free and vegetarian, so there are very limited options down in the dining hall. Lunch is the best meal down there because you can order things. So I will get a black bean burger on a gluten-free bun, and then they have really good french fries. So I love to do that, and then I put like lettuce and ketchup on my burger or whatever. But then dinner, I usually have rice, cheese, and lettuce. Honestly, I don't love the dining hall, so Okay, next. Will you live in your sorority house next year? So as of right now, I'm not planning to live in my sorority house next year. I am planning to live with my roommate that I'm living with now. You guys met her in my room tour video, Jessica. We're planning to get like a duplex or an apartment or something together, and I'm super excited to live with her again, but we're not in the same sorority. So as of right now, we're just planning to live together off campus, but I would live in my sorority if I served a position on the board, which I am super interested in doing at one point during my time here. So I'm thinking that would be junior or senior year. Yeah, not next year, but maybe in a few years. If you could change one thing about your college, what would it be? I love this question. I would probably change it being on a hill. It's uphill and it's, you know, it's a tough walk sometimes. It being on a hill is kind of a bummer. So I'd probably make it flat. Life update. I feel like I've just been getting by. I think I've had a really great semester, but that's not to say that there haven't been days where I've been like, I just want to be home, or I don't want to do college, or I don't want to be in Utah, because I've definitely had moments like that. I think it's been really helpful having my brother here. If you guys didn't know, he's a senior at the U, and that's just been really comforting to know that he's like 30 seconds from me. And yeah, it's been really special to be at school with him. And I've just been working really hard doing my schoolwork and making friends, and I've been trying to push myself in a lot of different ways. I joined the Delta Gamma sorority. I just feel like I've been busy and really exhausted, and to be honest, a little bit sick. Not COVID. I've been tested quite a few times, and it's never been COVID, knock on wood. Which classes are you enjoying and which ones are you not? Classes I'm enjoying are film production. Oh my gosh, okay, they all have pros and cons. I am taking sign language, and I really loved my sign language class, but it's been really difficult for me to learn because the class is completely silent. Like you don't talk at all. The professor has never spoken a word with his mouth. He only signs. And so not knowing any signs has been kind of difficult. So sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the coolest thing ever, and other times I'm like, I know nothing. Animation has been super interesting, but it was a fully asynchronous class, and I had trouble balancing that with everything and finding the motivation to do it. So a lot of times on Sundays, I spent my whole Sunday doing my animation homework for the week. I'm also just very thorough, so I took so many notes. I would just sit here for hours doing animation on Sundays. Cute, huh? So it just got to be a lot, and I think that the class content was super interesting, but I didn't really get to enjoy it because it stressed me out so much. So I would say that when I didn't enjoy as much. My science and cinema class was hilarious. We got to watch movies, and I appreciated how like simple it was, but I learned a lot, and I wouldn't have watched the movies that were assigned to me on my own because I only like rom-coms. I really do only like rom-coms, so I don't like sci-fi, I don't like sci-fi, I don't really love sci-fi dramas, like none of that, but that was all this class was, so I got to see some movies that I enjoyed that I never would have watched on my own. And then I just had like some intro film classes for entering the film major, which was easy. Favorite place to study? I have a few. One is my desk. I actually get a lot of work done in here. I love my desk. I also really like this coffee shop called Public. They have the best gluten-free toast ever. They have really good coffee too. So I like to study there, and then I also like to study in the common room, or common area, common room, whatever, which is outside my dorm. A bunch of my hallmates and I will go out there and study, and that's always super fun, but because I have ADHD, it has to be something that's like not super important that I'm working on when I'm out there because I can't really focus. Best memory you've made? I think the best memory that I've made was the last home football game, which was against Oregon before we went and played them in Vegas. It was so much fun. I just had a blast that day. Like, I went to a super fun tailgate, hung out with my hallmates, I hung out with some of my sorority sisters, I got to see my brother at the game, and it was just super fun. And we won student section of the year. It's just super cool to like be a part of that. When we won the game, we all rushed the field. That was an experience like I've never had before. It was crazy. I took a picture with Swoop, which is our mascot. Oh, my friend Tess was visiting from home, and that was super fun, and it was just like the best day ever. Another really special memory for me was getting initiated into my sorority. My grandma was a Delta Gamma a bunch of years ago. I mean, she still is because it's for life, and she and my mom flew out to surprise me, and my grandma was there for my initiation, and it was really special to share that with her, and I was super surprised. So that was like the best ever. And then also the big little reveal in my sorority. I am absolutely obsessed with my family. I love my big, I love my grand big, I love my great grand big, and I love my twin. So I just feel so lucky. Something I do want to preface is that social media highlights all the good parts of college. When I went home for fall break, I did not want to come back. I was like, I love being home. I came back and ended up having a really great time. I just think it took a while for me to adjust, and I think that it takes everyone a while to adjust, but it's hard to see everyone on social media looking like they're thriving. So I just encourage you guys to not give up and keep working on making friends. And yeah, so anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I'm hoping to film way more videos next semester, definitely more than one. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Be nice to people. Bye.